Three. Hi, welcome to Shell's Pearls of Wisdom. I am here with my first African American pinup. I have been waiting for this day. Her name is Savion, aka
And Pinup Savvy Monroe.
I love it. I love it. Welcome. Thank you so very much for being on my show.
No problem. Thank you for letting me share my story and just let me share what I've been through in this community. Thank you. I'm really happy to be having this opportunity.
Yeah, I'm so excited. You don't even understand. Like, I was talking to my husband earlier, and I was just like, I'm going to interview my first Black pinup this week. And he was like, really? I'm like, yes. And I was just so excited because I'm very new. I'm a baby pinup. I've only been doing this since last year, December. So I'm super new to the community.
You're still a toddler. You're a toddler.
I know. I'm not even through my first year yet. I'm a baby.
Yeah, you're a toddler. You're a
toddler.
toddler.
I don't even know if I'm a toddler because I don't think I can walk yet. So
no, you're not newborn stage, but you're toddler. You're like two years old.
So that's my first question I want to ask. How long have you been doing pinup?
I have been doing pinup since 2013. Ooh. So I would say 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Yeah, about almost, yeah.
20. So I've been doing it for like 8 years.
Yeah.
8 years. So
yeah,
I'm like, I can say I'm an 8-year-old. I'm an 8 or 7.
No, we count pinup years as dog years, so you're actually a veteran now.
Oh, a veteran?
You're a veteran. You're a total veteran. You actually might have some years over the other veterans I've actually interviewed. So
yeah, you're probably right. I'm just doing it on different scales, and I'm not as published as others. Okay, but me, I think anyone, if you have an Instagram and a camera, anyone could be a photographer. So I guess I'm published in my own world, I guess.
Hey, all that matters is how we feel about ourselves. And if you are published
that's
in
true.
your world,
that is very true.
So yes, I am just very honored right now because I was talking to her off camera and we were just kind of like going over some like experiences just thus far that I have experienced myself, and then she kind of like is going to enlighten me on her experience herself as well. And unfortunately, I'll put it right out there, at the very beginning, I did not feel as very welcome into the African American side of the pinup culture. Not that people were mean, not that people were like rude. It was just more like I didn't get that like, come on in, hey, what's your name? Come on in. I didn't get that feeling. I almost felt like it was a little bit more standoffish, like people need to fill me out more or get to know me more before they really wanted to approach me, which is fine. I mean, I understand that. But unfortunately, when that happens, it made me step back because then I was like, ooh, maybe they just don't like me. Maybe I don't fit the bill. Maybe, I don't know. So it was this beautiful soul that actually texted me at like, I think it was like 10 o'clock at night one night. It was like, hey, are you still doing interviews? And I was like, hell yes, I am. I would be honored. And now we're here today. So I wanted to say thank you.
I was going to make sure you interview me because I was like, you know what? She has not had no one as, a Black pinup as of yet interview her. You know what? I'm going to be the first.
Nope.
And I made sure I was first.
No, you are first. You are number one. Number one. So you've been doing this for 8 years. Wow.
Yeah.
And she's absolutely
8
gorgeous.
years.
I think you're absolutely gorgeous.
You.
And she's got great
thank
boobies.
You so
I like boobies. So she
thank you. I'm trying to downplay these puppies. I didn't want to be too revealing. I had to put a robe on. I was like, let me put this robe on.
The first time I went to a pinup event at all, like somebody was like helping somebody fix their boobs, like their bra was like crooked, and they're like, "Oh no, let me help you," and they just totally went in there and like fixed their boobs, and I was just like, "What is going on?" And she's like, "This is how we say hello in the pinup community. We touch boobs."
Yeah, honey, it's the boobs. You either you get the implants or you stuff them, get a push up, double bralette, but that is
Girl,
how you
I do
say
the roll up
hi.
socks right under here, right under here.
Thank God I never had that issue. I wanted mine smaller, but ever since
Got
I've been,
mine smaller. I got them cut off. I have a reduction. I was a 42 Triple H. Yes.
Lord, how did you find a bra?
I had 14 pounds removed when I had my reduction. 7 pounds each. Yes.
Oh my God, I'm only a 38 Triple D, and I'm
Girl,
thinking
I was a Triple
I'm
D
heavy.
before I left high school. I was huge.
Well, I stopped growing. I think
huge. I want them back now, but then they were hurting my back. I had babies.
Oh yeah. Oh man, the back pain. Finding the perfect bra. Yeah. I don't wear no padded bras. No pad. I don't know what the heck I need extra padding for. I got enough padding. Okay, just give me a bra that is full lace, no cup, no padding, no nothing. Just full of that, and let it lift my girls, and I'm good. In a nice pink color, because pink is my favorite color. So purple's in a nice pink color.
Oh, we are like sisters. Give me a high five.
Right. Pink is my favorite color. Like a pretty blush pink is. Well, you can get me with that color. I love blush pink, or this color pink as my background, or this pink. I love pink. Pink is my thing. That and leopard. I love those two colors together.
Leopard is a bad color. Leopard is sexy.
Right. I have a leopard lingerie thingy on now. So
I'm wearing can you show me some?
Oh no. Okay. Well, I'll just give a little peek.
You just can't show nipple, but you can show all the other stuff.
Okay, right
that
here.
That is super cute. That is so cute.
Thank you.
I'm jealous. I'm just wearing some like leggings and a shirt.
Now, girl, when I say I am a pinup all the way, I truly am. When I got my molars taken out, I dressed up in pinup too. The only thing is, I didn't wear no makeup.
Oh,
but
my goodness.
I even dressed up in pinup. When I got my molars taken out, when I got my wisdom took out, I had makeup, and I was putting on makeup at 4:00 in the morning, doing my hair, my makeup, and went to get my wisdom pulled out.
That's what I'm talking about. When you show up,
I went pinned up all the way.
You're like, I am fully pinned up. That is my girl right there. I'm gonna tell you right now. You're my first girl. Okay, not only you're my first African American, but you're my first girl to wear lingerie too. So
somebody got to be fabulous in this.
I'm just saying. 2 for 2.
But that's my thing. I wear lingerie all the time, honey. If you FaceTime me anytime, I will be wearing lingerie in a robe or pure lingerie. I know, I try not to. Well, it's my house. I don't care. I'm not gonna be fake about it, honey. I wear in front of my son. I wear in front of my man. I wear in front of my cat. I wear lingerie and a robe over. So I was gonna try to, just no, because it's fake. No, I wear lingerie all the time.
Girl,
sorry, I do.
It's my house. If you feel comfortable, you do you. That's all you can do.
I either wear that, I wear a negligee, or I will wear a teddy. And there's these new teddies from Dolls Kill I've been liking, but honey, they need to step their game up on the boob department, because what the heck is these little cups? They're not holding and nothing. I'm holding them up myself. They're not holding anything. So that's the only thing I have an issue with, is what's up with the cups.
Sometimes when they design certain things, they don't always have everybody's body shape in mind.
And if they do, it's in it. The cup's starting to look greenish. Come on now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
That's true. I gotta admit,
bigger boob ladies need love too.
Give us we want to be sexy. I didn't like that. I used to be almost 300 pounds. And when I used to try to find clothes, they never had like cute clothes for big girls. I'm like, just because we big don't mean we don't want to be cute. Like, come on.
Oh wow. And what's crazy you said that, because me, I've never been 200, but honey, now I'm like 225. That's the biggest I've ever been. I'm working on my weight. I want to be smaller, get myself a little more slimmed down, but honey, I'm 30 and it's like, this is where my weight's at. I'm not going to let myself get bigger, but I will lose some weight. But it's just like, at this point, because when you're younger, like in your 20s, you care about a lot of things. But it's like when you get older, do you think I really care? I don't give a F if my stomach droops at this point. I'm 30 now.
The only reason why I worked so
really
hard on losing the weight that I lost was only because of my health. Otherwise, I felt pretty good.
Yeah, and that is one thing I want to tackle on in this pinup community is about the weight. A lot of pinups, especially Black, and I'm gonna just be honest, they get overlooked because they don't have the ideal body shape or they don't have the ideal weight. I've seen a lot of pinups.
I have a question about that. Mm-hmm. Because I think like I have a good perspective because I've seen like basically since I've only been introduced to Caucasians, really, I've only met 2 other Black pinups since I've been doing this, 2. And everybody else was basically white. So they're very, very, very open-minded about body shape. I mean, I've seen tall, slender, big, wide, all round, hourglass, all these different body shapes, and everybody was embraced the same. So when you say that, is this because it's amongst the Black community that they're not forgiving? Or do you think in pinup in general?
I'm saying this in the Black community.
Okay.
In the white community, they're more, and I'm just gonna say this, they're very more supportive in that community.
Okay.
When it comes to white pinups, let's just be honest here, they get more support from their own people. And this is why I say this, is because I see and this was 2 years ago, there was a heavy, she was, a BBW white pinup, and she had a disability where she wasn't able to walk by herself. I think she had a cane, a wheelchair, something, but she was the winner of Viva. I don't know how she did it, but it was so much support and love for her that she not only landed magazine covers, was Viva. Oh my God, I was so proud for her. I almost cried. I was just so proud for her because it's just, you go through a lot with a disability. If you are overweight, you go through a lot with the health issues. But when it comes to Black pinups, I'm going to be honest, if you have an apple shape, because there's different shapes, if you have an apple shape, you are less desirable. And that's just being honest. I'm not going to sugarcoat or lie about it in the Black community. You're less desirable. If you have stretch marks, you're less desirable. If you're fat, you are less desirable. If you are overweight, if your boobs is hanging near your belly button, you are less desirable. But in the white pinup community, if you have those things, you are praised. You are supported. You are uplifted. You're on magazine covers. You're winning contests. You're getting even BBW clothes is sending you free stuff. But when it comes to the Black pinup community, let's just be honest, they have their few tokens. And I'm gonna be honest with that.
What are the tokens? Like what is what in your opinion, since you've been in this for like 8 years, like almost a decade now, what in the community have you seen what they always look for? What have you seen?
They mainly look for, the typical pinup is what they mainly look for is she's medium brown complexion to very light. And if she's brown complexion, she's gonna look she's gonna look like the Angelique Muir. She's gonna look like her, very slender, model body. She's gonna have that ideal body, and she's gonna be, cause come on, let's just be honest. In Barbie, there's the typical Black Barbie. That's what they're looking for. I mean, let's just be honest here. And then every few years they have their it girl. And there's going to be one it pinup that they're going to focus on, and she's going to be that the flavor of the few months. And then they're going to switch to a new one, and switch to a new one, and switch to a new one. And I've been seeing this for the past because when I started in 2013, I honestly thought there was no other ones. I was so new, and I was just, figuring out what I liked in the community, how I'm going to look, what I want to do with myself. And then when I started reaching out to others, I noticed a lot of different things. So if you are my complexion and lighter than you in your complexion, you have more of a chance to get in. Now, you may not have a bigger chance than the Latinas, because let's just be honest, they put their, it's going to be white. It's white first, then it's going to be Latinas, then it's going to be blacks. Okay? And that's from what I've seen. You know, and when
This
it
is a
comes to
personal
body
experience.
shape,
This isn't just what you think. This is what you've experienced.
yeah, and what I experienced personally, there's times where I've seen a Latina will reach out to a company. She had less subscribers than me and less followers and engagement that I have, and we're both in that pinup community. She'll reach out to a company, they will sponsor her, they will shout her out, put her on their page, and she'll, get more followers and stuff. I will shout them out, I will tag them, I will message them, I will email. Crickets. Literally crickets. I would not even get an acknowledgement. And I've spent almost 300, 400, 500 on their stuff. And wouldn't even get an acknowledgement. I wouldn't even get a shout out. Won't even get, oh, wow, this looks amazing. Thank you for supporting us. Nothing. I've emailed them many a times. I've contacted them. No response. But if it was a Latina or a white, she's gonna get that support, and Latinas hold each other down, and that's one thing. Say
that community too.
Man, they hold each other down, and and what's so sad is if Black pinups can be this way with each other, I promise we can do better. We will have so much more in the game, but it's just for some odd reason, it's always an issue. It's always either this pinup don't like that pinup, or it's a click issue, or it's always an issue with somebody, and
right.
it's always a cattiness. You'll be friends with a couple of them for a few days, if they even decide to talk to you, and most of them are very clickish, and they don't want to really talk to you. They don't really want to.
Can I ask you a question? Do you think it's a jealousy factor there? Like if you
it very is. It is very, because this is from my experience and from what I've been told by others from their experiences. I'm gonna be honest. If you have a certain look, and if you present yourself very polished, very well, they kind of are intimidated by that, because it's like, okay, well, I'm not looking like that. I'm not like this. Then how dare she just gets in this game, she's new to it, and she's already, she's already getting picked up. People's already, coming to her. And I've been doing this for years, and I haven't been getting I haven't been looked at. Then how dare she think she can just come into this community, and I'm gonna welcome her with open arms and let her know everything I know. And that's from what I've gotten.
I am just so disappointed, because literally what you just said, because I'm new and I'm not like a polished person, because I think I'm kind of messy in the sense that I'm just so clumsy, and I'm just
honey, you're better than me, and you're just new. But what you had a professional pick took, and I haven't had a professional yet. You're better than me already. That's the sad, because I always did it myself. I never really had the money to get.
They're not too professional. They're like my bowling teammate did them.
That's still someone else still did it.
Because I'm like, it's too expensive. I try to look into it, and they were asking for like $500, $700, $800. I was like, I don't got that kind of money.
Right. And for glam, for the studio, the glam, and your outfits and the hair, you got to get all this stuff. You got to pay all this out your pocket. That's a lot. That's mortgage money.
I love the fact that we're talking about this so freely, because I can't wait to introduce you to some other girls in the game. And
okay.
Because what you're saying is so opposite of what I got. Like when I came in, I was new, and I took 2 second place titles from people that were vets that have tried this and didn't make it to this where I was. And instead of people hating on me or being mad, they came up to me like, oh my God, you're killing it. You're a baby pinup, and you're already making it to Detroit. You're already making it to all these places. Like, you're going to go so far. And in my mind, I'm just thinking like, okay, well, thank you. But I understand where you're coming from. If I was like in a different community, I might have been like people like side eyeing me or talking about me or like shunning me because I did well instead of being like, oh my God, girl, you're doing it, you're killing it. And that's sad because if we're really gonna support each other, we can't have that kind of negative. You can be disappointed if you don't win. I can understand that. You can be disappointed.
Right.
But it doesn't mean you
Not
gotta
not everybody's gonna win.
right. But you don't gotta shit on everybody else because how you feel. It's called being a sore loser, and you shouldn't be like that. You should be proud, period, because we're representing
Right.
something more than just beauty. We're representing an era of women where we were allowed to even vote. We weren't even considered, important enough to even have that opportunity. So it's kind of crazy that as women, we would ever knock each other down when at one point in the world, everyone knocked us down. So we should support each other because who else is going to do it?
Exactly. And see, this is why I love that new show that came on Netflix, Madam CJ Walker, because I was watching that, and I remember when she said, if she looks good, we all look good. She was selling her hair products, and I love what she said, and I really go by that because I feel like if one of us looks good, we all look good. If we can make her look good, we can look good too. Because we're looked at as a whole. Let's just be honest here. If they look at one Black person, they're gonna think that we're all the same. So they look at us as as a whole, and if one of them looks bad, then they're gonna assume we all look bad, and that's honest. That's just being very frank here.
Right on the head. You hit it right on the head. That's why when people are on the news, I promise you, the news crew would find the most jacked up looking Black person, the person who's most illiterate, the person who looks most not put together, and interview that person because they're just
before they interview someone like you or me. They will interview that person, and they're gonna make sure they go into the most dingiest, dirtiest, horriblest hoods they can find. Yep. And that makes me upset because you guys are just deliberately choosing this spot to interview. But would you guys live here? Would you guys just purposely have a walk through a stroll through the park here? Or you're just doing it for your views? And that's what upsets me because it's like, come on now, it's blatantly obvious what you're trying to do. You're trying to make us look more illiterate when we're not. Right. And if you do your research, Black people is the main people that is graduating colleges, but they don't never show that. They only show us killing each other. Yep. I see this all the time. It's and because I live in Detroit and you live in Chicago, we have the worst crime rates.
Yeah, I was about to say.
There's someone dying right now.
We both live in like two murder capitals of the world.
Right. Yeah. Right. So while me and you are talking right now, there's kids killing each other over something stupid. And they're going to focus on that, but they're not gonna focus on this college grad that he's the first, college grad valedictorian in his class, and he's only 14. They won't focus on that, but they're gonna focus on why these two kids shot each other up.
Yeah.
For what?
It's sad, and that's why I mean, I can go on and on about this subject because
man, me too.
It's like one of those like sore spots in my mind because I've always been brought to be really proudful of who I am and where I come from. But when behavior like this happens, it makes me sad because it makes me ashamed of like my own race and my own community.
It does. It really does. At one point,
it's so hard.
Yeah, at one point I you know what, and I'm glad I got myself out that mindset, because at one point I said I'm never gonna support my own people again. I'm tired of supporting them. They don't want to support back. I'm tired of helping and they want to talk down on me. I'm tired of helping and they trash my business. I'm tired of it. But I had to get myself out that mindset, because just because a group of people or just a couple of people sour patch that taste in my mouth, that doesn't mean everyone's like that. I can't just be that way just because of a couple people. But it is hard. And it does make you like think, dang, should I ever even hang out with my own people? Because it's always some ghetto crap. And I don't try to use that word as much because I don't want to, we're not ghetto. But it is some, it does, it's a very touchy subject because it's like you got to be careful how you say it, but then you got to be honest, because if you don't be honest, then you know you're lying.
Right.
And sometimes our own people, they don't want to have this conversation because then it gets into arguments and someone's always going to be offended over something. You cannot even fart without somebody being offended by what you say. You know, I mean, even if it's the truth.
Even if it's kind of like you have to live by that creed of, you might as well be you anyway because you can't please everybody anyway.
Right.
So you might as well just keep it 100. You might as well keep it real because there's going to be someone that's going to find fault in every. You could be Mother Teresa and they'll find fault in Mother
and
Teresa.
And they still find fault in her. It's just,
right.
Come on.
So my next question to you is this. If I were to be able to build a better community amongst us, like let's say I started my own Black pinup group. Let's say I started it. And it wasn't just geared to Black. Let's just say it was just a pinup group. But of course I am wanting more minority women to come forward. Do you think that would be a cause for people to have an issue because, oh, who is she to come in here and try to start this? Or do you think people that are like-minded, like you, myself, that are maybe looking for that, it would be a place in the world for it? Or do you think it would just be shut down?
Now I'm going to give you two answers. Yes and no. And then I'm going to tell you why. The reason why I say no is because, I'm going to go back. The reason why I'm going to say yes is because I feel like it needs to be more of that. And I if you do that, I will support you all the way. I love to see that. And I feel like it needs to be more. And even if it's just one person joining, you are still spreading this. And you're still putting good out there where other Black pinups is dreaming. There's probably like a 15-year-old that wants to be a pinup and she's dreaming of doing it, but no one supports her. And she sees that one post you make. She's gonna do it because she's like, wow, she can do it, I can do it, and you're gonna get a lot of people that's gonna want to join in, and you're gonna get a lot of people that's gonna love it, and they're gonna, because I'm a be honest, a lot of these pinup pages on Facebook is very cliquish. I hate to say it is what it is. It's very cliquish, and they choose what you get to post. But isn't this a Black pinup group where everyone should be able to post something about the Black pinup community in general, about positivity, spreading our Black pinups in general? Isn't this what this is created for? So if this is what this is created for, then why are we not letting people shine? And this is what I say by no, because there's going to be a lot of pinups that's going to have an issue with that. They're going to either say, well, we don't know her, so let's just kind of like mess with her, but then okay, if she's popping, okay, we'll kind of get cool with her. And I've seen that happen.
See, and that is what I can't understand. Like I'm planning on doing it, and I'm glad that you made the point to say that you would support me, because I don't need the masses. I'm not the messiah of pinup. I don't need to part the Red Sea or to turn water into wine. I don't need to do that. All I'm looking for is like what you said, and that is for our young generation who have no one to look up to, that looks like us, that has skin like us, hair like us, and know that they are beautiful, regardless if they do the pinup scene or if they just want to feel good about themselves. The one thing that I have, the one thing I have found in the community that I am in right now is everybody has accepted me for who I am. No one's tried to change me. No one has shamed me. I felt so awkward walking in, being the only Black woman to walk into a group of white women. You know how terrified I was. And I literally thought I was going to get like the whispers or the people like kind of like, ooh, who is this? Nothing. People came up to me. First of all, they already knew my name because they already knew who was coming. So they made it a point to know who I was. So when I came in, I actually got greeted with my name. Like, oh my God, it's Coco. And I was like, I'm
You
like,
see that?
you guys
But
know
let me ask you something. Were they white?
Yeah.
Now, if it were black, would we get that same welcome arms?
I don't think so.
Let's just be honest, because
I might get a couple.
You know,
There's going to be a few, but the masses, no.
No, they're not. And why? It's because they're not there. And this is what I mean by the all crabs in the barrel mentality. And I said this in a couple of my videos. If you go to my channel, you will see I made 2 videos about the community. And it's the crabs in the barrel mentality. If one can't make it, you're not going to make it. I didn't make it, so why can you? And I've seen that because when I first tried to join a Black Pinup group, they all denied me, except one. She wanted me to join. She even asked them, hey, can she come in? Oh, no, we don't really know her. Oh, this group is just meant for us. That's dumb. And I'm going to tell you why it's stupid.
We're us.
Right.
We're a whole
it's
community.
Stupid as hell. This is
Not
why
only are we all African American, but we're all trying to do pinup. There's not that many us's out there. So how is it just us?
Exactly. So when they said, because she screenshotted it and she showed it to me, I was like, all right. It made me laugh. I was hurt. I was very hurt because it was like these same pinups that denied me, y'all all following me now. Y'all added me on my channel. Y'all all are liking my channel now. You guys are following me now. It's very funny how it works, and they're adding me on Facebook trying to be friends with me. Is it because I started my channel and it's getting very big right now? Is that what that is? And hey, if that's your main reason, that's okay. At least you're being honest. But I don't like the fake. I can't stand it. Just keep it 100 with me. You don't got to be fake with me. You don't got to sugarcoat nothing. Just keep it a buck. And that's all I asked with them. But it was just very sad seeing all of them just say no. And it was one after another saying no. And what's so sad is
I'm not going to even sit here in front. I am disgusted. When this gets aired, I'm going to try to air your segment into the pinup community that you found me in. I'm going to add this because it's part of my pearls of wisdom. And this is a pearl of wisdom because your format's a little bit different from how I've been doing other people's because this is just the perspective of the Black community. But this is something that even as my followers who are Caucasian, I want you to hear this out now. Don't change the way that you're presenting. I know, like, one of my, we call them Mama Bear pinups. One of my Mama Bear pinups gave me a great analogy. She's like, there's going to be some bad apples in the community, but there's a lot more apple pie than there is apples. So
that's a beautiful way to look at it, and I like that.
Yeah, so she said that to me because she's like,
that's
because
wisdom.
Our community is great. Trust and believe. We're gonna have bad apples, but there's so much more apple pie.
Oh yeah. So what makes it funny is the ones that did deny me, they're not really doing pinup anymore.
So do you wait? So do you think they just got into this community because they just wanted to have something to do that was cute? Like
and that's the thing.
Do you think they really embraced it?
And that's one thing I want to, and I'm so glad you said that because that's one thing that I want to put this out there too is a lot of them, and I'm saying a lot because I've seen a lot of them leave this community. The Black community is getting smaller. It's not getting really that big. If you notice, it's getting smaller because they're not getting as embraced. They're not getting supported. They get looked at funny. And if, God forbid, if they try to put their own twist on it.
Do you know how many times I've gone to a show now and they've actually been like, it's so nice to see a woman of color because we never have one. And I was like, really? And then when I did my research, because I'm new to this community, I've never really embraced the vintage lifestyle as I did when I got older. And a lot of these women I talked to have embraced it since they were like children. So I'm like, really? Because when I did my research, the very first pinup was a Black woman. We actually created pinup.
Yeah. The very first pinup was a Black woman.
Yes. And like Betty Boop. Everybody knows Betty Boop. Betty Boop is based on a Black woman who was a pinup. So it's like for us to have something that we could call our own. And then we want everybody to embrace it, because anytime, I always say, the best form of flattery is imitation. So if you want to
Mm-hmm.
imitate me and you want to, you want to wear your hair like me, dress like me, that is the best form of
Exactly.
flattery. But
Yes.
for people to have taken on our culture and they rock it and they represent it better than we do, is like,
Right.
yeah,
It really upsets you. It can upset you because it's like, and it upsets you, and then the audacity of not getting accepted on something that you created first. Are you kidding
yeah,
me?
yeah.
Like, it just upsets me when I see that, because, and this is why I make it a point on my channel and on my page, on my pinup page, to put out more lesser known pinups. And even me, the first woman I looked up to was my grandmother. She was the most glamorous woman I think anyone could ever know. My great grand was the most glamorous. She looked like one of the beautiful old Hollywood actresses from back in the 40s and 50s, just beautiful. And she was the main reason why I got into it, because my family is my background family is very rich in culture. And what I mean by that is my grandfather, my great grandfather, he used to play the trombone for Billie Holiday. Ella Fitzgerald, he played in the Cotton Club. And then
Yeah.
I had a great aunt. She used to be one of the she used to be one of the secretaries at Motown. And then I have my other grandmother, my other great grandmother, she used to be a burlesque dancer. So I have all these great, beautiful women in my family that has done this before me. And I'm still bringing it to the forefront and taking pieces from them and cultivate it into my own thing. And I'm trying to do the same thing. And this is why I've been trying to share more lesser known Black beauties, that vintage beauties that is from that era and time. Because when we think of pinup, we think of Marilyn Monroe. We think of, we think of Marilyn Monroe. We think of Betty Page. We think of, just the
Grace
same
Kelly. You like
recycled
Grace Kelly.
pinups. Come on, it's just not no dank on Marilyn Monroe.
I
Even though
mean,
my
nobody
last
ever
name is
talks about
Monroe,
Josephine Baker. Like,
no one ever talks about Dorothy Dandridge,
yeah, like,
Josephine Baker, Dorothy Dandridge, Lena Horne.
Lena
There's
Horne.
so many.
Yeah.
But we do hear about Gypsy Rose Lee. Okay, but she was not the first burlesque dancer. If we're gonna go further back, she was not the very first. So I just feel like it's so sad seeing another race be able to not only adopt it,
But they're
take
embracing
it,
it and
embracing it,
succeeding.
and eating and living off of it, and benefiting from it financially,
Yep.
benefiting from this. And we can't even get a shout out from a freaking company and we spend our hard-earned money on these freaking expensive purses, which I'm sure I could have someone make this for me.
Let me tell you.
So
this is what I propose, and I'm putting this on camera so I can't even renege on this later. This is what I propose. I've had many people already. I know I'm new to this community, but I've had so many photographers already say that they want to put together an all Black pinup. They want to put us in like an all Black pinup magazine, all Black pinup calendar series. I know for a fact, when I say for a fact, that they're hungry. Right now, society is hungry for women of color. Right. It's almost like the movie Get Out, where it's like, we're popular right now. Like, we're kind of popular. And so a lot of photographers, especially, like I said, when I left Detroit with so many people being like, it's so nice to see. And it's sad because I'm in Detroit, which is like heavily Black populated, but they don't see this. So
right.
I'm telling you this, I really do want to start a movement. I'm already working on one movement, which is my Pearls of Wisdom series, which is basically entitled Beauty Comes from Pain. And I really want to focus on adding a sister to that, which is basically the Black pinup story. Because we're going to have stories very similar to, of course, our counterparts that are, from different races. But as you said before, we're going to be different too, because we're going to have a different experience in the community.
Well, I'm an adopted one. I'm already in it.
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. You're in it. So I'm telling you right now that for all intents and purposes, this needs to be told too, because this is kind of like when every time a white person asks me, why aren't there more black women in it? Why they ask me this and I don't know what to tell them because I'm like, I don't know because I love what I'm doing. I love the vintage. I love the cars. I love the fashion. I love the hair. I'm embracing it with everything I got. So I don't know why there's not more women of color.
And another reason why I'm probably gonna, and this is from what I see, why there's not enough. Like I said, it's the lack of support. It is a very big of the lack of support, but it is a lot of them. And I'm gonna just be honest, they don't really have the money to do it. They don't. Oh man, I hate to say it this way, but I'm gonna be honest. A lot of black pinups have acid, and I'm gonna be very blatantly honest, and I don't mean to say it that way. There's a lot of black pinups that I see that are doing beautiful in their pictures, but some of them half acid, and I'm gonna be very, very, very blunt. They do, and I'm gonna say why. They take a picture with their phone and they think that is supposed to get magazines to want to work with them. You have to do your research. I didn't know to this year that you needed a media kit. I just spent a lot of money on a media kit because I'm taking the pinup scene very seriously. I really want to start my own. I want my channel to grow. I want to be on more magazine covers like you. I would love to do pageants. I would love to have my own first pinup lingerie line, the first pinup makeup line, the first pinup perfume line, created by a black pinup. That's what I want to do, and I am going to do it.
You are
And
gonna
I
do it.
feel like, yeah, I feel like I am. And because I do sing, I want to have the first. I want to be one of the. I would love to sing like them old black pinup singers like Sarah Vaughan, Lena Horne, Dorothy Dandridge, Billie Holiday. I would love to sing those type of songs and have it on a vinyl records. Sing like Aretha Franklin, have like music like Aretha Franklin out. I would love to sing those type of songs, and I really want to
When
do
we get
that.
off,
And
I
I
have
feel,
somebody I wanna introduce you to, and she's a black woman,
yeah,
and
yeah, I would love to talk to them,
she's
work with
actually
them. I know there's
her first name is Tammy. I don't know her last
a
name.
Tammy Savoy. I
Yes,
know who you're talking about. I want to do what she's doing too, but different. Mine's is gonna
yeah.
be different. I don't want to be just like her because we already
No,
have
no,
a
no,
Tammy
no. But
Savoy.
she's up. She's made it on the scene, but she's also always reiterating herself and like designing it. So if you
Right.
want to, because like tomorrow I'm gonna be in a pageant called Miss Home Sweet Home, and it's online. And for the deliberation time, they asked Tammy to sing for like the deliberation. So she's gonna sing songs online for us while the judges are tallying the votes. So that's
Okay.
something right there that if you can get into the right circle, they'll have you sing and stuff, and you can do something like even that way to get your name out.
Yeah, I would love to do it. I would really love to do that. That's
If
the
you put
main
something
goal.
together for me, I will shop your stuff around my pinup group, the ones I'm involved.
Yes, I would love to
They
do
will
that.
accept you, honey bunch. When I say they will accept you with open arms, I hate to say it because I do not want to ever knock my own community because I love my black people. I love them to death. But if you want to just be able to get your foot in somewhere so that you can be heard and you can be accepted, I have a lot of good girls and good groups that will love to get their hands on you in the sense that they will open their arms or hearts.
I would love to do it. I'm so open to that. And I'm very, very open to that, and I would love that. And that's like I really want to help you out with your thing because I wanted to ask you if it's okay if I can promote your your page or whatever you're trying to get out on my channel. If I could put it on my channel, spread the word to my subscribers. If I can put it on my, my stories, my Facebook, my fan page, whatever I can do to help you elevate so you can get your story out there and help other black pinups like me and others, I would love to help. And that's what it should be about, a
We're
sisterhood
gonna
where
when
we
we get
help
off
each
of
other.
here, we're gonna talk one-on-one, and then we're gonna
Yeah.
do another thing like this, but I'm gonna have a showcase of just what you have to offer, and just kind of like almost like do like a little commercial spot for what you have to
Oh
offer.
yeah, I would. Like I said, I'm so down for that.
I have somebody right
that.
now that she's putting together a women of history, and she said, I have no women of color. And I was like, oh, I would love to do it for you.
Oh, she does now. Me.
Yeah. So
does now.
I was like, can we pick who we want to be? She's like, yeah, who would you want to be? I'm like, I would want to be Betty Boop, because I've loved Betty Boop since I was like this big. And I'm like,
you know what? I seen that on your page, because when you added me, I looked at your page and I was like, oh, she likes Betty Boop.
I love
And my lady is Jessica Rabbit. I always wanted to be a black Jessica Rabbit. That's
somebody
my
that's
lady.
trying to do a Jessica Rabbit in a black version just recently in one of my groups that is mostly white. But she wants to do a representation of Jessica Rabbit, but as a black pinup. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I want to do. That's so crazy.
It's so funny that people are like, not that we're just the shit. I'm not going to put it out there. But we have really great skin. Our hair is unique. We have different features that you just don't get from the European culture. So it's like people are wanting us. It might not be our own people, which is sad.
I know, and it's sad. And it's just something that, unfortunately, we just have to go by. But it's like, where are we gonna, come to a point where, look, man, it's only so much we can get our own people to try to embrace us. And if they don't want to embrace us, we can't make them. All we can do is put positivity out there with this and support the ones that do want to come in and support each other, and that's it. But the ones that don't want to and they just want to see the same, recycled stuff, because how the pinup scene is right now, it's very, the black pinup scene is very dry and recycled. I'm seeing the same stuff. I'm not seeing nothing different.
I am so glad I got a chance to talk to you, because, like I said, I've been having the hardest time even getting into a pinup group that is of color.
I'm starting one.
Well, I'm telling you, we should be admins of our own, and then let's
do it. Because the one I started, and that is another story between me and you. I'm gonna tell you about that story, but it's called the Pink Vixen Ladies. That's the group I came up with, the Pink Vixen Ladies, and it's a black pinup group, and I had it last year, but I closed it down because some other reasons. But now I'm gonna open it back up, and I really want to add some passionate pinup of color ladies like ourselves into this. And this time I'm gonna do bigger. It's not gonna be on Instagram chat. I'm gonna have a whole Facebook page dedicated where I want to do different things.
Behind you, baby. You just let me know.
Yes, I want to do different things like giveaways and meetups. I want us to.
You bring me into this, I promise you, by the time it's done, you'll have actually probably more white pinups in it than you have black, because I tell you, when I tell you these girls love me, not in the sense that they just love me, but they just love the energy that I bring. So they're like, it's nice to just find someone who's just so like energetic, and I'm kind of like the bubbly one. And like, if you bring that same kind of energy, like I said, you'll have and then all of a sudden you'll have the people hitting you up like, hey, have you thought? Definitely for whenever we get off of this whole entire quarantine and they start having more of these pinups, I'm going to keep you in the loop now, because it's sad that you were in Detroit and you did not apply.
I didn't even know about it. And if I would have knew about that, I would have been in it.
It is like, out of all the pinups, it's like one of the top 3. And it's held in Detroit every year. Because
it's in Detroit every year, and I didn't know.
Because you guys are the Motor City. So you guys are like the capital of Motor City. So yes, you're in like the capital of where like most of the pinup. Yes. So that's why I was like, when you told me you were from Detroit, I was like, why the hell wasn't she at Autorama?
I had no idea, and if I would have knew that, I would have been there. There's no way I would have missed that.
And you would have.
Oh my God.
And like I said, the girls would have been like, hey, and you would have been able to exchange numbers. I got people's emails. I got people's Facebook. I mean, we exchanged telephone. It was like such a great, like these girls won't even let you go on stage if your bra is showing. They'll be like, come here, baby.
I love that. And
they're like, let me fix your bra. Come here.
I like that.
your stockings, your line of your stockings aren't straight. Let me fix your stocking. Like when I tell you that they took care of me, knowing I was a baby pinup, I had a skirt on that was too big and kept falling down. I had my arms up like this, and I had 3 girls around me pinning me, safely pinning me to make my skirt fit right.
Oh my God, that's
Because they were like,
beautiful.
if you go on stage looking a mess, we all look a mess because we don't let each other go down like that. And that's when I fell in love with the pinup community. That right
I
there.
love that. I love that. And see, if we can just do that for our sisters, I really feel it can start a chain reaction where it'll get more people like that. And that's the main thing, you know, that I feel. And that's why my channel, and I'm very passionate about my YouTube channel, because I've had ladies in their 60s, 70s, 80s message me, 80-year-old women. How do they have a YouTube? I don't know. How how they're following me, and they say, I look forward to your videos so much. I
can't wait to get like that. I'm still baby. My channel's only been around.
I've had a lady write me novel long messages telling me how she was a black pinup in the 30s, how it was hard for her to do this and that, and it made me cry. I cried. And I was like, thank you for you just taking the time to watch my channel and to just sharing your beautiful story. I pray I get to live that long and get to say that to someone younger that's going to be starting. And I retired, and I get to tell someone else that. When she told me that, I cried, because it's just the fact that this 80-something-year-old lady is watching me, and she says I bring back so many memories. I've had a lot of black pinups reach out to me and say, wow, Savi, thank you for this channel. This is the only channel we have. I've had a lot of girls say, I've been looking for pinup and I can't find nothing, because there is nothing.
Well, let me tell you, you're going to go so much further than this, and you're only 30 years of age, so you're super young still. You still got so much more beauty, so much more youth. And I'm gonna tell you right now, you have 110% my vote. You have 110% my support. If anything in life I can tell you, and this is just my pearls of wisdom to you, because I might only be 9 years older than you, but I'm still 9 years. When it comes to us as black women, we are going to be shat on, spit on, and disrespected. That is just this is just what we're here for. And when I say that, because you're going to be like, what? When I say that, I'm saying it like this. We were built tough. We were built to handle this kind of shit. The reason why we get it is because we can handle it.
We can.
God wouldn't give it to someone else because they wouldn't be able to handle it.
Exactly. And that's why we're here, to show others that, okay, if we can beat it, then you guys too.
You can too.
And that's why, you know, I'm so glad me and you even let me tell this story, because I feel like once now that I told my story, you're going to get more black
it's about to be, first of all, I have subscribers galore. As soon as it hits my channel, it's going to get hit to like whoever subscribes to me.
I can't wait.
And then I'm going to put it, of course, on my page, and I'll get your contact information. We'll make this happen. And like I said, the next ones that are coming around for pinup groups, and I have a huge group of friends in Michigan area, the Flint area, Lansing, all of that.
You know, I've been looking for, you know.
I got some cold girls right now that I know just off the top of my head that as soon as I get off of here, I'm gonna be like, I need you to go friend this girl right now, because she's in your neighborhood, she's around your area, they're cool ass chicks, and they will accept you for who you are, what you do, what you don't bring, what you do bring. They will show you support.
Good. I would love that.
I want to see your behind at the next one. If there's the next show that's in Detroit, especially Michigan, you better be there.
I am. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be to the next one.
You still go there. You network. You put your card out. Make a card. Get your stuff together so that when they see you and they're like, well, what do? You hand them a card. I sing. I do this. I have a YouTube. I want you to market yourself, because there's no reason why you cannot get to a level that is unbelievable, because you have to believe in yourself. And my other motto that I always say is to survive the unthinkable, to become the unstoppable. And that is what you need to do.
And I love that you said that, and I'm going to use that. I love that you said that. That just gave me so much just drive. I love my sisters when we could just push each other like that. And I feel like, I'm so glad I know you. I'm very glad, because I'm not gonna lie, I prayed to God earlier today. I was like, Father God, just please just bless someone that I can connect with on a sister level. I really need more women, sister women in my life. And that's what I really, really want. And it's just so crazy how, because he doesn't make no mistakes. He puts everyone in your life for a reason. And you just happened to message me. And I was like, wait a minute. She's doing an interview. I need to be on this interview. So I messaged you. And I was like, I hope she's still up, because I'm thinking you're asleep.
I felt the vibration on my phone. And I was like, because nobody texted me that late unless it's something wrong. So I was like, oh, let me look at the phone. I got right up and I said, hell yeah, I told you. And I was like, hey, I'm going back to sleep, but message me in the morning. That's what I said.
So that's dry right there. You got up and say, heck yeah, Mom. It's like back to sleep.
When you want something bad enough, you get it, right?
Because I messaged you, and you know what's so funny? Because when I messaged you, I was in a tub, and I messaged you, and my phone was on 3%. I was like, I'm messaging her now. I had my bonnet on. I was like, wait. I was like, you got anyone else here interviewing? You're like, yeah. I'm like, that's how you know we both want it so bad. That's how you know. And see, when you're so hungry for something, nothing can stop you. You don't even hear a no.
Another pinup girl I'm going to want to introduce you to. Her name is Jo McKay. And she taught me something. She's military, and she's holding one of the highest ranks you can hold in the military.
Wow.
And she's gone through diversity because she's a woman in the military, and that's a boys' club. So she told me, I did her interview, and she told me in the interview, you can always turn a no into a yes.
Yes, and I believe that, because I was just saying this. I was like, if you can't go through the front, go. If you can't go through the back,
and if you can't go through the back, you open a window.
Open the window or dig it. And my grandma told me this. She was like, baby, if you can't go through the front and you can't go through the back, if the windows is nailed shut, dig a ditch under the house and go through the freaking floor. She told me that, and I laughed so hard, but it's true.
Those are pearls of wisdom. That's the pearl of wisdom. I don't know if you've ever heard the term, but that's where I get my term from. It's pearls of wisdom. It's an old thing that, like, my grandma's grandma said, is when you have anything that you can pass down, it's adding a pearl to your necklace. And as a pinup, what do we wear? Our pearls. And
our pearls.
This is why I'm doing this show, because I want women like you, like myself, the other girls I have interviewed, to pass on a pearl. So now I'm going to give you the opportunity now. This is your floor.
Okay.
Let's give your audience right now your pearl of wisdom.
My pearl of wisdom, ladies, and I'm going to say Black pinups in general, is if no matter what a photographer say, old ex-rival say, no matter what, embrace everything you love. Do everything with your full heart and passion. Don't fake nothing, because life is too short. Always, always, always be your 100% self, and never take no for an answer, no matter what. Like my great grandmother said, if you can't go through the front, the back, if the window is shut, dig a ditch under that mother effer until you get through the floor, and bust that baby open and let them know you are here to stay and you're not going anywhere. That is my pearls.
Woo! I love it. And you delivered it with some passion. I like it. I love it.
Well, right, got to.
I'm gonna say this is a great place to end it. I want to say thank you for being on
thank
my
you
show.
For having me. I'm smiling so much and squealing with love inside right now, because I'm so happy to even just be able to share this. It's gonna help so many people. That's what makes me happy, is I'm helping others. It's not even just about me or you. It's just there's a little girl out there, a dark-skinned chocolate girl. That's not the right skin color. To
I'm
them,
gonna
they
share
think
on my page. I don't know how far deep you have to go, but on my page, the reason why I said this is gonna be my thing to do the black pinup is when I was at Detroit and it was we were after the show. I was still in my full pinup. Everything was still done. These three little black girls with their auntie and their mama. I heard, oh, look, she's a black Disney princess. And then they were like, can we take a picture? Can I ask her? Do you think she'll take a picture? And I heard them, and I was like, would you like a picture? And they're like, yeah. And I took pictures of each of them individually with them together. I let them play with my phone and take selfies with me. But right there is the moment that I knew I was gonna do this because I'm like, because three little black girls right there needed to see someone up there do something that they can do.
Exactly. And you know, one thing that made me really, really, really wanted to do it was with my son. I was doing my makeup, and he always likes to be in my beauty area. He likes to watch mommy put on his, my stuff. He's like, Mommy, you're the most beautiful, prettiest woman in the world. And I started crying. I was like, God, I hugged him. And he always loved to watch me do my makeup and my hair. He's like, Mommy, you're beautiful. You look like her. You look like her. Mommy, can I help you put your perfume on? Or Mommy, can I give you this lipstick for you to put on? And he's like, Mommy, you can use a pearl right here. I guess it's just, when my own son says that to me, it really motivates me more just to really even try harder, because he may grow up, he's gonna grow up to want his wife maybe to look like that.
Yeah.
He's gonna always remember in the back of his head, right?
Yeah. He's gonna have an appreciation.
He's gonna appreciate how a woman takes care of herself, and that's what I'm so glad that I do let. Because at first, I was like, "Oh, should I let him watch me?" But no, it's okay. He likes to watch me. Yeah, and so I
do all types of stuff because I want them to find a woman that wants to take care of herself and have respect for herself. Want to walk out the door with her best foot forward and not look like Who Shot John.
Exactly.
Because if you bring home a woman that looks like Who Shot John, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be like, "What's going on, baby?"
Oh, that baby's so weak.
My mama,
but you're right though.
Like, you don't leave out this house because you never know who, when, or what you gonna encounter. But you always
always. I even got, honey, it's so real with me. I'm not even getting my teeth pulled out looking like that. So that's how you know. That's how you know you should always look your best everywhere you go.
Well, thank you again. Don't hang up from me. I'm going to talk to you a little bit after we get off, but I just want to tell everybody watching, thank you so much for tuning in to Shel's Pearls of Wisdom. If you haven't already, hit like, subscribe, share, and definitely check out my girl's page. I'm going to have her give me a link to her page to add to the end of this video so that you can go check her out too. Give her some love and some support. And remember, ladies, always keep your crown straight and always put your best foot forward and believe in yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, who will? RuPaul, baby. Just remember that. All right. Bye.
Bye.